dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will put it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Quarterbacks there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Tiger. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Power football with the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I really don't understand the play call. Calling it like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Creates a little space. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He might want another play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Completes it in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Complete on the comeback. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Auburn!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Makes the grab, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Wade. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Makes a move. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. and this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Right back to the well. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Wade. Quickly to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Here's the pressure. They've got the screen set up. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Goes to the option. The pitch. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to pass. It's Wade. Pressure coming. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football. If you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1 yard gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his big tight end. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got enough for the first. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changed.
It's a running room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Russ. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
After taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Looking downfield, it's Wade. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking in front.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll give it to the back. Turning it off. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds a tight end down the gut. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Tiger. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Takes the handoff. It's Ross. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Wade. That's caught. It's Need. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line and brings up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Russ. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, better look out! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
That defense defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better, but that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Right on the money.
How impressive has this guy been throwing the ball today, especially after the game he had last week throwing 3 interceptions? He turned the page, he got himself focused for this game, and he's been making outstanding decisions all day long.
It's first down from the 11. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Back to throw, it's Wade. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build.
He's got it on the outside. Big play for this offense as they get into the 32.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Penn State.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the kick splits the upright, so at least they salvage that. Time has expired. 3 points on total.